Welcome to the Penyegaran Rohani SMS channel. Healthy greetings, always full of abundant blessings. Dear friend, who is our real biological mother? To answer this question, let's first consider the following advice.
Sooner or later, you will take care of your mother, while waiting for her last breath. But before that situation happens to you, remember that your mother cared for you for about 9 months in her womb, while waiting for your birth. What happened during those 9 months? When we are in our mother's womb, from the first day until the last seconds we are born into this world, we never know who the real mother is carrying us at that time. We never know whether our mothers are low educated or highly educated, whether our mothers are beautiful or mediocre, whether our mothers are rich or poor, whether our mothers are career women or just ordinary housewives, whether our mothers is it a perfect woman or a disabled member of her body. Will our mother be able to fulfill all our expectations or not, and so on. What is clear? At that time we were alive, and we didn't know anything, as long as we were still in our mother's womb. As time goes by in our lives, we are born, and slowly, we begin to know who our mother is. Even when we grow up, we begin to know her characteristics, both those that please us and those that do not please us. Sometimes, what our mother does may really irritate us, cause us emotions, and finally we get angry with her, with our harsh words, our disrespectful attitude towards her, even our actions that hurt her. This doesn't just happen once, but can happen many times. Why is that? There is one important note that we need to remember, namely, as bad as our mothers are to us at certain moments, remember that our mothers are only human beings and not angels. God did not choose a perfect mother to conceive and give birth to us, nor did we choose a mother who had to meet our requirements to conceive and give birth to us. This is all of our past, which is full of God's grace for us, to be prepared for approximately 9 months in our mother's womb.
So always remember and always be aware that our biological mother is God's chosen mother for us. Once again, our biological mother is God's chosen mother for us. Once again, our biological mother is God's chosen mother for us. We've just been reminded 3 times about who our real mother really is. He is a special gift from God to us. Remember these simple words: heaven lies under the feet of mothers. Try to interpret that sentence with heart and faith. Talking about heaven means talking about God. So, be careful to say, act, and act that displeases our biological mother, because what we do also displeases God.
This reflection is intended for all of us, because all of us must have lived with our respective biological mothers, for approximately 9 months in their womb. This reflection is also intended to remind all of us, so that we never forget the love and sacrifice of our natural mother, whether she is still with us now, or has gone before us, because God considers her time to be with us sufficient.
If our biological mother has preceded us, remember to always pray for the safety of her soul, as our respect and devotion to her, especially on her death date. If our biological mother is still allowed by God to share love with her in this world, love her wholeheartedly, without complaining, even though often what she does is not in accordance with what we expect or against our wishes.
Let's follow the following two stories, and please take the lesson.
Mr. Lin Sao Jen has been married for over 35 years. After he died, he left behind 2 sons and 2 daughters, as well as a $10 million inheritance. A very fantastic amount. After the funeral, his wife, Mrs. Lin, distributed the inheritance equally among her 4 children, thinking that later the children would take care of her. But after her children got the inheritance money, she was dumped in a nursing home, and they didn't want to take care of her anymore. Her 4 children never came to visit her. Several years later, Mrs. Lin committed suicide due to the depression.
At the same time, there was a widow, Mrs. Lu, who was the same age as Mrs. Lin. Her husband also left 2 sons and 2 daughters, as well as $10 million in her inheritance. Mrs. Lu put her money in savings and deposits. Only with the interest from the deposit, she could live a very good life from her husband's inheritance. She chose to live in a fairly luxurious nursing home. She told her children and grandchildren so. Every time you come to visit me, you will get US $100. Accompany me to a restaurant to eat. I will pay for it. Who is beside me when I die, will get half of my inheritance. In this way for several years, she has been living at her own expense in a senior nursing home. Her sons and daughters and grandchildren visit her almost every holiday. She lives her life very happily.
Dear friend, we just listened to the story of Mrs. Lin and her 4 children, 2 sons and 2 daughters, as well as Mrs. Lu, who has 4 children, 2 sons and 2 daughters. Now let's follow a story about the sacrifice of a biological mother who managed to educate her child to become a famous scientist and be a blessing to the world community.
Thomas Edison's mother's letter changed the world. One day Thomas Edison came home and gave a paper to his mother. He told her, "My teacher gave this paper to me and told me to only give it to my mother." His mother's eyes were tearful as she read the letter out loud to her child. "Your son is a genius. This school is too small for him and doesn't have enough good teachers for training him. Please teach him yourself." After many, many years, after Edison's mother died and he was now one of the greatest inventors of the century, one day he was looking through old family things. Suddenly he saw a folded paper in the corner of a drawer in a desk. He took it and opened it up. On the paper was written, "Your son is addled, mentally ill. We won't let him come to school anymore." Edison cried for hours and then he wrote in his diary, "Thomas Alva Edison was an addled child that, by a hero mother, became the genius of the century."
From these 3 stories, there is one important question for us to ponder together, namely, what should we do now for our biological mother, whether they are still with us on this earth, or who have passed away? Let's share views that are beneficial to all of us in the comments column available below this video. Please share short, clear and helpful comments. God bless us all.